hate me, don't you?
Tune in to Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you? 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 You hate me, don't you?
Yeah.
You hate me, don't you?
Diddy's kids, you know what I'm saying? Diddy's kids, Justin and Christian Kons, is putting together a docuseries teaming up with the #1 wretched network in the world, Zeus Network. That's their dad, you know what I mean? So I you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we may think about Diddy, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely still put on display in front of his children. Drake and Aiden Ross, you know what I mean, is under the fire, caught a headline for being accused they dropping a RICO on him by Stake, saying that they were promoting illegal online gambling. He was botting streams. That mean you was doing the same thing that you was accusing Kendrick Lamar doing. Now this is a whole company that's done caught. Tommy Lee Jones' daughter was found unalived in a hotel room in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? The 9/11 call say it was overdose. You can hear in this clip right here. Check it out. Saying I didn't know nothing about she was using drugs or real familiar with drugs or abusing drugs or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. A dude named Tommy McCollister, he was on the show. The show was on A&E. It received a lot of backlash after it was put on, and it was canceled after airing only 2 episodes. This dude, Tommy McCollister, is a sick dude. You know what I'm saying? You was not alone was sexually engaging acts with dogs. Damn it, you was touching on children too. Lord have mercy. Yeah, what's going on? What's happening? You know what I mean? What is happening? You feel me? It's Kons Podcast, episode 346. You know what I mean? Episode 346. Got a few little topics for you today. In case it's your first time here and you wonder what we do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Is what we go over the news, go over the headlines, go over current events, go over whatever that's been happening. Whatever headline you might have seen when you logged on to the computer, whether it was Google News, your homepages, MSNBC News, Yahoo News, Hip Hop DX, wherever it is that you get your headlines or your news from. I'm probably touching on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them headlines right here on Kons Podcast. You know what I mean? So keep it locked. Tell your homies about it. Share this out to everyone and let them know and let Con keep you updated on this wicked world. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I got a few little topics for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Just a few little topics today. It's definitely going to be unedited, being that it is late in the day. It is 6:03 on this Good Friday. You know what I mean? It is definitely a good 57 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that good fall weather, that good winter weather is in effect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is late in the day, 6 in the evening, not afternoon. It is 6 in the evening. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode. You know what I mean? I usually don't go into a recap when it's this late or I haven't recorded the day prior. You know what I'm saying? But the last episode let you know about Stephon Diggs, you know what I mean, facing them strangulation charges. Also let you know about the new search for that MH370 fight in Malaysia that just disappeared. They kicking off a new search for it. And also let you know about some new info on that David case. Letting you know that he is definitely going to be indicted by the LA County Grand Jury. You know what I'm saying? Also let you know some new updates on the crash of Anthony I's 2 friends was unalived in that crash out in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, today, you know what I mean, to episode 346 today, I'm gonna let you know that Diddy's kids putting together a whole documentary. You know what I mean? We're gonna touch on that. Also, Drake and Aiden Ross is being sued by the gambling company called Stake, saying that they was doing some false, shady stuff. Also, Tommy Lee Jones' daughter was found unalived in a hotel in my city. We're going to touch on that. And also, a swinger rally star by the name of Tom McCollister is making a headline for some filthy stuff that he's been up to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on that as well. You feel me? That's the 4 topics we're going to touch on today. Then I'm going to let you know what's going on in this wicked world. You know what I mean? So without further ado, without no more chit-chat, banter. Oh, yeah, I did say this is going to be unedited. You know what I mean? This is going to be unedited, like for real this time, because it's late in the day. So I'm really just going to go to the spot. I'm going to edit my little intro, cut my clips, put them in the beginning. But after that, No editing. You know what I'm saying? Straight raw, straight cut, straight through. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into these topics without further ado, without no more chit chat, banter. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump right into these topics. For me. So first up, Diddy's kids. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's kids, Justin and Christian Kons, is putting together a docuseries teaming up with the #1 wretched network in the world, Zeus Network. They put together a little trailer where they watching all the headlines. They got the headlines flashing on the TV, loyalty, betrayal, trust, lies, and all this is flashing on the screen, and they sitting there looking at it in their mansion, in their living room. You know what I'm saying? And they get to putting together something in the little clip. Khadisha Lynn definitely spoke on this. She had a few things to say about this, you know what I mean, and also showed you the trailer. But first, I got the trailer that they actually put out. Well, it's going to be in Khadisha Lynn's clip as well, you know what I'm saying? But the next little clips you're going to see is just clips further talking about Diddy's kids putting together this documentary. This comes after 50 Cent put out the documentary about Diddy. Check it out.
Network has a new Diddy documentary coming out, and this time it is coming from the perspective of Diddy and his sons. All the time I thought we were about to leave Diddy in 2025. Well, this documentary is coming in 2026. And a lot of people, just like myself, are already not feeling this new documentary coming from Diddy's sons. A lot of people aren't happy about it and actually shocked that the owner of Zeus Network, Lemmy, is doing this Diddy documentary. But what a lot of people fail to forget is Lemmy and Diddy have been friends for quite some time.
Of his children arriving in court for day one of their father's sex trafficking trial in New York, hands gripped in solidarity.
Do you still believe your dad's innocent? How did you feel hearing that testimony? You apologize on behalf of your father. Do you believe your father's innocent? You still condemn your father's innocent? Your daddy got 4 years! Your daddy got 4 years for abusing women! That's wrong! You should get more!
The foes, the joy, the pain, our voice, the loyalty, the betrayal, the lies, the love, the hate, the truth, the lies. And Diddy calling from Fort Dix.
This is a prepaid collect call from Federal Correctional Institution, Fort Dix.
When they released this trailer last night, there were so many comments to Lemmy and Zeus Network that they did not want to see this. A lot of people feel like this whole new documentary is just a PR narrative once again being pushed by Diddy and his sons to try to clean up his image. And after hearing certain things on 50 Cent's Netflix documentary, we have to go back in time and remember what we were seeing during trial. Even when it came to Diddy's sons, Christian and Justin Combs, they both came on 2 separate occasions to trial wearing a free Sean Combs shirt. The first one to do this was Christian Combs during Jane's testimony, and you're not supposed to wear this stuff in front of a jury to try to sway their opinions. And the judge actually told him he had to leave and take it off. And then literally like a week later, Justin did the same exact thing. It was taken out of the courtroom by the judge. And we already saw the videos in the Netflix doc of Diddy talking to Justin saying he needed to push out certain content to control a narrative. During the trial, there were a lot of things going on that I could see that to me felt like it was just straight PR. Do you remember all of these people that were wearing the free Diddy shirts? And it was actually a meme coin that's on their shirt. It's money sign Diddy. And that meme coin was also made by Diddy's sons while this trial was happening. We even had these people caught on camera saying that they were getting paid $20 an hour to wear this t-shirt outside of the court.
These are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
I said the second that I was seeing these shirts and these people say all of this, it automatically made me think of Diddy's 1999 trial when people were outside with t-shirts too. I mean, we had his sons blatantly not following the court's rules and both having to take off t-shirts because they were presenting that way in front of the jury. And then we have these people outside saying that they were paid $20 to wear these t-shirts that that include the meme coin reference that his sons created for him. Now, Lemmy did take to his Instagram right after this trailer for this docu-series dropped, and he was getting tons of backlash from people saying they do not want this crap, they only want to see baddies. He said, to be clear, this documentary series is centered on providing Justin and Christian the opportunity to share their personal story and lived experiences, particularly as their lives have also been directly impacted. This project is not intended to endorse, defend, or vindicate Diddy or any individual, nor does it seek to justify or minimize any action that had been alleged or adjudicated. Do you find this part odd because of all the wording that was just shown in the trailer? The lies, the truth, the foes. Anyways, as a network, we believe it's important for allowing individuals to speak for themselves just as any credible network entering the documentary space does. Our role is to provide a platform for the stories to be told honestly and without prejudgment. What viewers will see is raw, real, and authentic storytelling. That is the essence of this project. We respectfully ask that the series not be prejudged before it's seen. Everyone will have the opportunity to watch, assess the content, and arrive at their own conclusions. But here's the thing. People have already came to their own conclusions about this and saying they do not want to see this because everything that we have already seen when it comes to Diddy and his son specifically. Mind you, it's not just Diddy's sons that are going to be in this. It shows clearly we are also going to hear from Diddy himself on a phone call while he's in prison at Fort Dix. Already seeing the way people are reacting, I do not think this is hitting for them the way they want it to. And I think this is also because everybody knows that Diddy is actually appealing his sentence that he was found guilty of right now. I think that if Diddy just took accountability for the things that we have all seen him do wrong, he would do a lot better than trying to push a certain narrative. Because to me and a lot of other people, it just feels like this is some type of PR narrative being pushed once again. I mean, honestly, I don't even really want to watch it, but then I feel like I'm obligated to watch it just to see how he actually acts. I guess we'll find out what it's about in 2026. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
You know what I'm saying? That was letting you know about the docu-series that they have coming out. This is Diddy's children, his two boys, putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't mad at them, though. You know what I mean? That is they pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not mad. I can't be mad at them. Can't fault them or do none of that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna ride with their father. That's their dad. That's their dad. You know what I mean? So, I ain't, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we may think about Diddy, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely still put on display in front of his children, in front of his family. You know what I mean? So, they definitely not going to prosecute against their own pops, you know what I mean? So this don't really surprise me, especially after 50 Cent put it out there, a whole documentary about them, you know what I'm saying, about Diddy and everything he was going through before the gavel got dropped on him, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at this, you know what I mean? That's their pops, you know what I'm saying? More power to him, you know what I mean? It ain't like they gonna go against him, you know what I'm saying? So this is, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see, being that, you know, Zeus Network is a ratchet network, you know what I'm saying? Let's just hope they don't make things too ratchet on this, you know what I mean? I hope they do it right, you know what I'm saying? I hope they did it, do a well put together documentary, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of documentaries. I love documentaries, you know what I mean? So I hope they just do it right, put it well together, and put it all together enough and give you some good info, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just reaching for a slander, you know what I mean? Or reaching for a get back, you know what I'm saying? For 50's docuseries that he put out, you know what I mean? So hopefully this is something that's going to be educational, informal, whatever the case may be that we all like to get from watching a documentary, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out to them though, you know what I'm saying? Drake and Aiden Ross, you know what I mean, is under the fire. Caught a headline for being accused they dropping a RICO on them by Stake, saying that they were promoting illegal online gambling site under a fake sweepstakes. They also said they was using fake stream to bots to fake stream Drake's music, and some type of illegal tipping and botting was going on. Now I'm saying, now a lot of this gambling stuff I don't really get. I don't gamble, you know what I'm saying? But apparently they was illegally tipping themselves or using write-offs or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? He had gifted Aiden Ross car on stream and gifted Ben the Don Rolls Royce on stream. Maybe this was all part of this shady plan that they doing under this Stake umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So they've been sued now You know what I mean? They've been sued, and the next clip you're gonna see is dude named Trap Forever. Gonna give you a full little synopsis on this, and also read you some of the documents pertaining to this. You know what I'm saying? In these next little clips you're about to see clip for Trap Forever give you the full synopsis and details on this situation with Drake, Aiden Ross, and Steak. Check it out.
Some shocking breaking news. It looks like there's a class action RICO lawsuit filed against Steak and Drake for promoting a legal online gambling site under the guise of a fake sweepstakes. Drake is also accused of using the platform to artificially inflate play counts of his music. Now, I was able to find the actual lawsuit on Court Listener. It is a real thing. But instead of me reading it line by line, I'm going to read the synopsis given by Daniel Wallach. He's a sports betting and gambling lawyer. He covers all gambling lawsuits against all of these sports betting companies, this, that, and the third. And this was the latest one to come in. So this lawsuit includes Steak, Drake, Aiden Ross, and Win. Now, I believe the Win that they're referring to here is the Asian guy that runs the Academics TV page. Allegedly, I believe that's who they're talking about. I'm not 100% sure. I just want to throw that caveat in there. But I'm going to read what it says. Drake, Ross, and Win have also made use of Stake to directly transfer money between and amongst themselves using Stake's tipping program, an unlimited and wholly unregulated money transmitter that appears to exist outside the oversight of any financial regulator. Through Stake's tipping function, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label executives, and distort recommendation algorithms. At the heart of the scheme, Drake, acting directly and through willing and knowledgeable co-conspirators, has deployed automated bots and streaming farms to artificially inflate play count of his music across major platforms such as Spotify or Botify. These inauthentic streams injected via interstate digital pathways were calibrated to mislead royalty and recommendation engines, manufacture popularity, distort playlists and charts, and divert both value and audience attention. In tandem, this manipulation has suppressed authentic artists and narrowed consumers' access to legitimate content by undermining the integrity of curated experiences. Stake's user-to-user tipping and encrypted internal transfer mechanisms have fueled and enabled payments to bot operators and amplifiers to be hidden from public or regulatory view. One example of a publicly documented large value tip is a 100,000 tipping transfer between defendants Drake and Ross in 2023. Days before the filing of this complaint, defendant Drake gave defendant Ross a $220,000 car as a gift. These tips and many others like them cycled amongst defendants Drake, Ross, and Win, underwriting botting and paid engagement campaigns. Stake's platform design, which masks counterparties and camouflages withdrawals as generic transactions, stymie scrutiny and obstruct tracing of illicit proceeds. Now, I don't watch Drake and Aiden Ross streams. I see the clips, if they say anything like music related or, start throwing shots or talk about like beating up Kendrick Lamar in a hypothetical fight like he did. I see those viral clips and I make content about it, but I don't sit there and watch their streams. I know that they're gambling streams. I don't partake in sports gambling often these days, you feel me? I feel like a lot of people are extremely addicted to sports betting, and there's going to be like an infomercial down the line where people are like, well, if you were a victim of FanDuel or DraftKings, call this number. But, you feel me? I don't know what to say, whether this is true. It's like the second major lawsuit that has been filed against Drake in like the last, 2-3 months, alleging that he was botting, this, that, and the third. And this is the first one I see that's alleging that they're using Stake money to bot. But there was also a lawsuit against Drake and for saying that they're finessing kids out of money because it's like a bunch of kids that watch the streams and then they're promoting gambling to the children, this, that, and third. There's a lawsuit about that too with Drake and Aiden Ross involved. We'll see where this goes. This is just a filed suit. This could get thrown out. Who knows? We'll see what happens. These things usually take a little bit of time. We won't have an answer by tomorrow, or maybe the judge sees it tomorrow and be like, yo, this shit don't mean nothing to me. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, I'm out of here.
You see what I'm saying? That was him letting know, showing you the documents and said that he was botting streams. Yeah, what's happening, you feel me? This is just a quick little reminder to let you know if you enjoying these clips and this news and these updates that I'm giving you on today's episode, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment on what you think about what I'm talking about. These headlines you hearing, the clips you hearing, leave me a comment, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button and share this out on all your social medias to your homies, to your friends. Put it in your family, little chats and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know about Kons podcast. You know what I mean? Let's get back to the episode. He was botting streams. That mean you was doing the same thing that you was accusing Kendrick Lamar doing? Now this is a whole company that's done caught you up and got you doing the same thing? Man, now this is a wild to see. You know what I'm saying? This is a wild, being that you just was caught up you just was trying to sue Kendrick for the same thing. And here you are getting sued for the same thing. Talking about you was using them to bot your music and inflate streams. Lord have mercy, I thought I would never see the day after you went through the whole process of suing Kendrick Lamar for the same thing. And here you were getting sued by another company and they mentioning you using bots to inflate your music sales. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? All that suing you was doing the same thing, but now if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? We already knew Drake was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if Kendrick was doing it or not, you know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing. You feel me? Whether you doing the same thing or you was doing what you was suing for is still crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Drake is wild out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you putting something on someone and then now you getting accused of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is all like true, if it's all facts or not. I don't know if they just suing for a money grab. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true it is. I don't know if he was really doing that or no. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just know what the headlines say. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we see. You know what I'm saying? And it clearly says she was using inflation of streams. You know what I mean? To boost sales streams of your music. It says that in the documents that we just heard in the clip. You know what I mean? So it's wild to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's being that you went through the whole process and was suing Kendrick Lamar for the exact same thing. Is a wild business. You know what I mean? It's definitely wild business for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. You know what I mean? But hey, man, you know what I mean? Too bad for him. I don't know, man. What y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? Him being hit with the same thing he was trying to put on Kendrick Lamar, and now he in the same headline and going to court for the same thing he was trying to accuse K-Dot of. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Lee Jones' daughter was found unalived in a hotel room in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? The 9/11 call say it was overdose. You can hear in this clip right here. Check it out.
Hotel. Level arrest, respond and control A1. Ellis, cross of Jones and Leavenworth, respond code 3 for the overdose with color change, respond and control A1.
It was the 911 call. You could hear him describe the coloration in the skin of the body and said it was overdose with color change, control A1. This is some of the things that we definitely heard him say on that call. You could hear him in that clip. She was reported in what guests thought she was drunk and just passed out on the hallway floor of the Fairmont Hotel. Law enforcement, the fire department was called for medical help at 2:54 a.m. The fire department came and tried to aid to her, but she was already gone on the scene. She was 34 years old. Allegedly, she had some run-ins with the law earlier in her life for some substance abuse. You know what I'm saying? The next, as you're going to hear her say in the clip that you're about to see, so the next clip you're about to see is just more clips on this matter. And somebody reporting on it, giving you the full report on what happened to Tommy Lee Jones' daughter and the report that came in and the headlines that's circulating around this. Check it out.
News alert. Victoria Jones, daughter of Hollywood icon Tommy Lee Jones, was found lifeless on the 14th floor of San Francisco's upscale Fairmont Hotel on New Year's Day. A hotel guest thought she was drunk, but staff quickly realized she was unresponsive. CPR was performed and emergency services rushed in at 2:52 a.m., but she was tragically pronounced dead at the scene. A new update reveals dispatch audio called it a code 3 for the overdose. Color change. After the Reiner family tragedy, what does this say about Nepo kids? Share your thoughts and condolences in the
News is coming out regarding Tommy Lee Jones' daughter, Victoria. According to reports, she was found deceased at a hotel in San Francisco early this morning on New Year's Day. She was only 34 years old. Reportedly, the San Francisco Fire Department responded to a call for medical help at around 2:54 a.m. That's when the call came in. This was on Thursday morning, and it was at the Fairmont in San Francisco. After emergency personnel performed an assessment, they pronounced Victoria deceased at the scene. It was said the San Francisco Police Department and the medical examiner also went to the scene, but her cause of death is not currently known, or at least it hasn't been released to the public just yet. Reportedly, Victoria was just found unresponsive, and then hotel employees were alerted. CPR was done, but she was still unfortunately pronounced deceased at the scene. After she was pronounced dead, the scene was then turned over to police for an investigation. Reportedly, Tommy Lee Jones had Victoria with his second wife, Kimberly. Victoria was reportedly born in 1991, and in 2002, she made her first movie debut, and that's when she played a small role in Men in Black 2 with her dad. She also appeared in a few other acting projects, including an episode of One Tree Hill in 2005. She would often appear with her dad on the red carpet as well. Unfortunately, she recently had some run-ins with the law this year, I believe, and some of those were for controlled substances and other things. Police are asking anyone with more information to call the San Francisco Police Department. This is so sad, and she was so young. My prayers go out to all who knew and loved her. For more content, be sure to follow and subscribe if you're able.
That was just somebody reporting on that, letting you know the full synopsis of what happened with Tommy Lee Jones' daughter, Victoria Jones. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Victoria Jones. You know what I mean? They said it was an overdose. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. This is crazy. You know what I mean? This is wild. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't wish this type of death on anybody. You know what I mean? Especially a father having to bury his own daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something tragic. You know what I mean? And definitely when she was, they said she was OD'd. You know what I mean? This is something that tragic that comes out that we don't even be knowing what be going on with these celebrities, or in their mental, or what's going on, or if they using drugs. We'll never know until something like this comes out where it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about she was using drugs, or we're familiar with drugs, or abusing drugs, or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think I knew that Tommy Lee had a daughter for real. You know what I mean? I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's me just not really following celebrity lights and celebrity people like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but tragic though. Tragic just happened though. You know what I'm saying? It definitely happened in my city. You know what I mean? In my city of San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to Victoria Jones. You know what I mean? She was 34 years old, daughter of Tommy Lee Jones. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, you know what I'm saying? I put this in here because this was interesting. Filthy scumbag. You know what I mean? For the last topic, you know what I'm saying, that I came across. A swinger reality star. You know what I'm saying? I guess they had some type of reality show that was dedicated to swingers called Neighbors with Benefits. A dude named Tommy McCollister, he was on the show. The show was on A&E. It received a lot of backlash after it was put on, and it was canceled after airing only 2 episodes. He was this dude, Tony McCollister. He was a person on this show, and he was arrested for uploading child sex abuse material to his Google account. Also engaged in sexual conduct with 2 canines in which he owned. The prosecutor is saying he won't be able to access the internet or have any device to the internet, and to stay away 500 feet from animals and children. They say he posted bail at $250,000. In the next clips, you're going to see the news report on this, and also TMZ reported on this as well. Check these clips out.
Former A&E Neighbors with Benefit star Tony McCollister has been specifically court-ordered not to engage in sexual acts with animals. Tony was arrested on both child and animal abuse charges, and we reported Tony's dogs were taken into custody by the Warren County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Barry Riley told TMZ the dogs are safe. They are being totally taken care of following Tony's December 23rd arrest. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the judge ordered McCollister to keep at least 500 feet away, not just from his own pets, but from all animals and minor children. The judge notes that McCollister must refrain from forcing sexual relations upon his minor children and dogs. Prosecutors charged Tony with pandering obscenity involving a minor and sexual conduct with animals. He was released from custody after posting $250,000 bail. We reached out to Tony. So far, no word back.
Out of Warren County, a man who once starred in a swingers reality show made his first appearance in court today for alleged sex crimes. WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak was inside the courtroom and shares the details about the case.
We want to warn you, the information surrounding this case could be tough to hear. Tony McCollister was arraigned this morning on 2 sex crime charges, one involving a minor and the other dogs.
Tony McCollister is familiar with being on a screen, but this is his first time he appeared in front of a Warren County judge for alleged sex crimes.
There's couple charges here. One is pandering of 7 dates involving minors. It is a felony to the second degree, carries with a potential prison term. You also have the sexual conduct with an animal.
WLWT obtained his court papers, which state suspect knowingly possessed and uploaded child sex abuse material to his Google account, and suspect knowingly engaged in sexual conduct with 2 canines owned by Tony McCollister.
Do you understand the 2 charges? I think so.
The last time many in Warren County saw McCollister on their TV was back in 2015. Neighbors with Benefits, a short-lived cable reality show that followed the lives of 3 different swinger couples. It received a lot of backlash and was canceled after only 2 episodes aired. On Friday, McCollister was seen here on camera for his arraignment. Prosecutors asking the judge for a high bond.
In addition to that, state is requesting an order that the defendant have no contact with any minors under the age of 18, that if he is released, that he not be permitted to possess any electronics with the capability of accessing the internet. We'd ask that he not be allowed to possess any pets or companion animals while this case is pending.
The judge did set his bond at $250,000, no 10%. His next court appearance is this upcoming Tuesday at 11 a.m. In Warren County, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
You know what I'm saying? That was them talking about the news report, and TMZ also reported on letting you know that this dude, Tom McCollister, is a sick dude. You know what I'm saying? He was not alone, was sexually engaged in acts with dogs. Damn it, he was touching on children too. Lord have mercy. What type of sick individual do you have to be in your head to let alone mess with dogs? But then you messing with kids too? This is 2 in the same headline, in the same sentence, yo. What is happening, yo? You should be, and then I believe that you posted bail. You shouldn't even have no bail. I think the bail was $250,000, you know what I'm saying? But it's conflicting things. I don't think nobody really knows, because I Googled it, you know what I'm saying? And I Googled it right here, and this is what came up in the little AI search. So as you see on the screen right now, you know what I'm saying? This is the Google search that I searched up, if he was in jail or not. And it says, as of January 22nd, reports on Tony McCollister's release status are conflicting. Some sources indicate McCollister posted a $250,000 bond following his arrest in December. Also, it was reported detention. Other local news outlets reported recently on December 30th, 2025, that he was still being held at the Warren County Jail on that same $250,000 cash-only bond. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if he bonded out or if he didn't bond out. You know what I'm saying? People were saying he did. Some are saying he didn't. Some are saying he's still there. So I don't know. Hopefully he didn't get to bond out and just pay $250,000 to be walking free after you did some type of horrendous, egregious acts with children and the dogs. 2 dogs. Lord have mercy. They have seized the dogs from him. There was 2 canines involved. I believe there was Pomeranians. It looked like on the picture there was like Pomeranian dogs. Lord have mercy. This is sick and disturbing. You know what I'm saying? The nerve of this dude. It should be no bail. If it's going to be a bail, it should be $100 billion. Something way out of reach that you probably can't touch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not no simple as 250 bands when you was on a TV show. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what you got paid for that, but you definitely got some hundreds of thousands in your bank, especially if you just dropped 250 bands just to get out and it was nothing. You just dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's cash only. So I don't know, man. Hopefully they don't get this dude no bond, and hopefully they make an example out of dude and throw the jail under the key. Bury him somewhere under the jail with no exits. You know what I'm saying? We need to stay up in there. You know what I mean? With the type of things that you did did and the acts that, you know what I'm saying, you do it with kids and dogs, and it's just the lowest of the low. You know what I mean? Very disturbing, you know what I'm saying? Very disturbing information. But that's all I got for today, you know what I'm saying? I hope that wasn't too disturbing for you when you cut me off. You had to turn the video off because you didn't want to hear about it. Hopefully it wasn't as bad as all that, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was definitely disturbing and interesting enough to put for my last title, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's everything I got for you today, you know what I'm saying? That's all the topics I got for today on this Good Friday. Hope everybody have a great, dope weekend, you know what I mean? This is the weekend, you know what I'm saying? It is a Friday, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to be spending my evening editing, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said it's going to be one take. Ain't no cuts too much. We're going to go straight to the spot, drop the clips in, and keep it moving. So hopefully this is a cool little one take all the way through. You know what I'm saying? With no F-ups or, you know what I'm saying? No bloopers, you know what I mean? Or none of that. Hopefully I did cool on this straight run. You know what I mean? But yeah, in case you was too involved with something, you had to go break up a fight between your kids. Your kids was upstairs funking. You heard them upstairs yelling at each other. Give me this, is my turn, this and that. You had to go mediate between them fighting over who turn it was over the game or something. Or maybe you pulled up, got too drunk. Maybe you rolled up, got too high. The weed that you rolled up, what you wasn't expecting it to be as fire as it was, and you too loaded, and you forgot everything we talked about. In case you forgot, this is everything that'll just let you know. You know what I mean? Diddy's Kids is putting together a docuseries. I'll let you know that Diddy's Kids putting together a docuseries teamed up with the Zeus Network. Got a documentary coming out about their dad. Also let you know that Drake and Aiden Ross being sued by Stake, saying that they was doing some illegal tipping and was promoting an illegal online gambling site under fake sweepstakes. Also let you know Tommy Lee Jones' daughter Victoria Jones was found dead in a hotel room in San Francisco at the Fairmont Hotel. Also let you know that a swinger reality star Tom McCollister has been arrested for sexually touching on children and sexually engaging with canines. Lord have mercy. But that's everything I'll let you know today. You know what I'm saying? That's going on in this wicked world. You feel me? Thank you for letting me keep you updated on this wicked world. You know what I'm saying? The beat you hear creeping up was made by none other than Beats by JJ. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Made by none other than Beats by JJ. You know what I'm saying? That's the beat that you go hear creeping up in the background. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for tuning in, because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do, no matter who you was. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little brother, little sister, whether you was a niece, a nephew, a uncle, a auntie, a grandpa, a grandma, a mother, a father. You could be cousin Pookie, cousin Mookie, cousin Man, cousin Pete, and whoever you is. If y'all got pets that's sitting there too, right along with you, watching this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Whether your pet could be a pet dog, a pet cat, you can have a pet hyena, a pet pig, you have a pet ant farm, a pet hedgehog, a pet squirrel, you can have a pet bearded dragon, a pet alligator, a pet crocodile, whoever your pet is. If you're sitting there petting them and y'all both watching Kons podcast, I definitely give you that good salute. Like you see the homie scrolling up that screen, you know what I'm saying? But thank all y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, the beat you hear creeping up, you feel me? Now you hear the beat creeping up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's beats by my older son, beats by JJ, you know what I mean? So we gonna let him talk to you on the background while my last minute comments in these credits roll up that screen. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a dope weekend. You know what I'm saying? This Kons podcast has been episode 346.
Hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? Don't you? You hate me, 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 don't you?
What's happening? You feel me? This is, and hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment on what you think. Yeah, what's happening? You feel me? I'm not saying to hit that subscribe button if you ain't already. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you liking this content. Yo, what's up? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Just in case this is an interrupted episode of your current events, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, what's happening? You know what I mean? Hope to go and hit the subscribe button to your favorite good journalist. Yo, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's Kons Podcast. For you to hit that subscribe button if you ain't, you know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button if you ain't hit it already.